All right, shalom, shalom. Now, of course, before I continue on with this lesson, I would like to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Give it up honors to my apostles and elders who get millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards you hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing the truth. Now, I'm the brother Zakaria, coming at you from the gym at Camp Atlanta Church, and as you can see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, again, that the whole world inwardly called God Jesus Christ, for those who don't know. I'm back at it with another lesson. Now, today's lesson, I haven't really came up with a title. I might entitle this lesson, Keep an Eye on It. All right, because basically this lesson is going to be going into this right here, what you see on the screen, the Genius Act. Okay, so this act, it got signed by Trump, I believe, a couple days ago, and basically is to enforce or to allow people who use things such as, Bitcoin, like cryptocurrency. And we're going to get into it, but I'm just summing everything up right quick. It allows people to actually use that digital currency within society. How can I make this make more sense? Basically, you can go inside the store and start buying goods like you would do with the dollar bill or Apple Pay, stuff like that. All right, so it says, what is it? Now, this is the AI overview. It says the Genius Act, officially known as the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation, for U.S. Stablecoins Act. Now, I believe stablecoins, that's like some digital currency, basically, or cryptocurrency. I didn't mean to hold that down. It says is a piece of legislation focused on regulation stablecoins. So let me look up this word stablecoins right quick. If I'm not mistaken, it goes into cryptocurrency. Stablecoin, noun, it says any cryptocurrency designed to have a relative stable price. Price. So for exchanging or buying or selling, certain goods, for business, whatever the case might be. So people who's really, really deep into the stablecoin or the cryptocurrency, they are now allowed to make a certain purchase. Now, is this gonna get enforced tomorrow, or will it be ready tomorrow? Hell, I don't know. It could be, but remember, see, all things it come about in due time, in due season. According to prophecy, that micro C-hip is already here. All right, and we already know what's up with that. All right, we do have an enemy. All right, and that nation of people goes by the name of Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. And they're ruling the world right now. The wicked is in the ruler's seat. Okay, and they are now allowing or enforcing through their laws, through their wisdom, through their power, the force of their hand. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that, to allow this digital currency to be established. This stable coin, this Genius Act, however you want to put it, is here, man. Okay, and it's all throughout the scriptures. Let's continue on with this. It says, a type of cryptocurrency pegged to a stable assist like the US dollar. See? So now they're ready to enforce this whole digital movement, this whole digital the fashion of this world is now digital, basically. All right, but still, this whole fashion, everything that we know concerning this side is going to be passed away, according to the Bible, according to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, that the whole world inwardly called God Jesus Christ. And for those who don't know, that's the Paleo way. All right, the Paleo Hebrew on saying the true Heavenly Father's name, and also the only begotten Son. All right, Yahweh, meaning he exists, and the only begotten Son, his name means Savior or Deliverer, because he's going to come back to save his people. So it says it establishes a framework for the insurance and oversight of stablecoins, aiming to foster responsible growth and innovation in the digital assist space. See, they're trying to enforce this whole spirit of digital. So let's get this in the scriptures. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see something right quick. Digital, pertaining to numbers, 10 below. Okay, there's obvious. Pertaining to fingers, using numerical digits. And they use a lot of numerical terms in their system, their coding, concerning this this beast system. Okay, it's all being operated on the left hand side. It says especially of computers which run on data in the form of digits. Yeah, man, they're pushing this whole digital system. Okay, everything is advancing concerning technology, concerning computers, concerning their blessing. If you go to Genesis, if you just go somewhere in Genesis, you can actually read on the blessing of Esau and Jacob and Esau. Okay, but Esau was blessed with that sword, so even his sword is being polished up, is advancing. All right, concerning that modern day gun, which ultimately got advanced. All right, it got advanced, and now it's a missile, it's a nuke. Now they have the capability to blow a piece of land off, literally. Okay, so they're going into this whole digital format, this whole money, and what we know now, and what we've been noticing, it's a transition. Okay, this place is transitioning to a digital system, and it's obvious. So let me stop babbling. Let's go ahead and get Revelation 13 and verse 14. And it reads, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast." Now again, we're coming into a time to where this devil, the enemy, through his technology, through the knowledge that he has, through his blessing, he's going to be performing left-handed miracles. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Well, let me break it down. For example, you have individuals who are unable to walk again, or they might be disabled, and they're probably dealing with some type of health issue. Prime example, I'm gonna just say this: Neuralink with Elon Musk, okay, and Neuralink, okay, they actually connected that one individual. I forgot his name, but he ended up playing chess. He ended up playing Mario Kart, and basically video games with his mind through that technology. And a lot of people, I'll never forget this personally. Within that video, if you go down to the comment section on that main video, there was a lot of people actually saying that they wish they had it, or that they're planning on getting it, or they was giving it some type of hype. It was like a trend. People was like, okay, this looks interesting. This looks very, very cool. This guy has a chip, and I can actually use my mind and play some Mario, or to hit up my homeboy down the street. So we're coming into that time. Okay, that's a miracle in these people's eyes, but they don't consider unknowingly that that's a left-handed miracle, and he has the power to deceive the whole world. He's been deceiving the whole world. Why you think the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua is exposing this devil? Let me reread verse 14. "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." Yeah, people are going to be very, very deceived. People are actually going to witness these things going on. They're going to witness people getting these micro C-helps, if you can catch my drift. And they're going to witness these left-handed miracles and be persuaded. Not probably because of fear, or it might be because of fear. Because remember, we're coming to a time to where, see, this whole digital format. See, matter of fact, let's get into it. It's in the scriptures. Let's go. It says, which he had power to do so in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth. All right. And who's the beast? That's the NATO and the EU. Okay. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Yeah, the same beast, the same Roman Empire, that same spirit is being brought back. All right, because the Roman Empire wasn't really done away with. Excuse me. Okay, because they have some of the records, and they are to this day using some of the tactics that the Roman Empire is actually using, the imagery, how the way this place is designed, how the way this place is being operated. It's easily Rome all over again. Okay, Sodom all over again, Egypt all over again, and the list goes on and on. Why you think this place, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be wiped out? It's going to be burnt up by Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. Thus saith the scriptures. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, and had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because you're still going to have those who sincerely believe in Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua that's not going to take that macro C help, that's not going to follow the ways of America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, everybody, if they say, hey, there's an outbreak going on, why don't you come to this church and get you a shot or two in your arm? People will be quick without hesitation to go do so, because it's on a church ground, and because they just trust, they put their trust in men, they put their trust in the enemy, and anything they got going on, anything that they say, they don't put their trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. They don't consider if they're being deceived. They don't consider if what they're doing is the right thing to do. And a lot of people have dropped dead, literally, from following the ways of Esau Edom every single day. Okay, it says verse 16, and he calls of all. Yeah, that's literally all citizens, all the earth, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand. If you go into that word mark, it simply means charagma in the Greek. Okay, matter of fact, let me get it. Let me go to my blue letter so I can get this word in the Greek for you. It's the word mark, okay? And the blue letter. See, it says charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
It says a stamp, an imprinted mark. So when you receive that charagma, when you receive that certain small technology, that micro CHIP, that soon that everybody's going to be wanting to get, all right, excuse me, they're going to actually line up and get it, just like they lined up and got that that C119, that C19, excuse me, C19 shot. They're going to do the exact same thing, if not worse, with this. Because we're coming to a time to where he gonna come out with certain laws. You're not going to be able to go inside your grocery store. You're not going to be able to get some gas or charge up your electric car or whatever the hell else he got out here or about to invent. You can't go to your store and get your wings and your chicken. Wings and chicken, the same thing. You get what I'm saying, man. Your bread and everything else, man. You're going to actually need to wave your hand, or you're going to have to do something in order to get inside that store and to make purchases. You're going to have to receive this charagma. And if you receive this charagma, you're going to be in that lake of fire. You're going to be judged by Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. It says, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Yeah. Or you could really say as a badge of following your daddy Esau. A badge of following the enemy. A badge of really turning your back on the Heavenly Father and putting your everything into the enemy. Okay? Pray to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua that you don't receive this. And you're gonna have those saying, what if I put it in my leg? What if I put it in my calf muscle and my foot? Man, you put it anywhere in your body, you're gonna be in that lake of fire. You're not slick. You're not slick, Rick. Okay? It says the mark branded upon horses. So you're receiving something as if you're a horse. You're some type of cattle. You're some type of animal. And you guys are animals. So be it. Here it is. Started with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all the way on down, man. Okay, has been preaching to you people to wake up. You're Hebrew Israelites, but you guys would rather turn your back and continue to live like animals and to get branded like one. It says thing carved, sculpture, graven work. So that lets you know it's not talking about some embargo. It's not talking about money. It's not talking about volcanoes. It's not talking about Spider-Man. It's not talking about an amusement park. None of that. This is an actual device that they're pushing right now. How can you get embargo or money mixed with any of these definitions? Okay? How? How a mark or a mark? How money or a volcano could be a stamp or an imprinted mark or a sculpture or graven work? How can you mark that upon a horse? It's a mark. You know, I know I'm saying that a lot, but the more you think about it, the more you realize how sadish our people are. Stupid. Let's go to this word karas.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Which is another root word. Okay. It says a pale or stake, a palisade. How is a pale, stake, or palisade is money? How is it volcanoes? How is it anything else but that micro sea hill? You need that pale, that stake, that palisade in order. It's like a procedure. This is adding on to that charagma. You need to go through this to receive it. Don't you get it? A palisade or rampart pales between which earth, stones, trees. All right, we're going to stop right there. Okay, but you get the point. Let's get the root word etymology right here. From karaso, right? To sharpen to a point. Okay, he's not talking about paper cuts. It's not it's not talking about money cuts, man. It's talking about a whole procedure, something that you need done to you that's going to cause a mark or a graven image. You need to sharpen with a point, some type of needle, some type of cutting instrument to put something within you. How in the hell you get anything else? Man, this world is bugged out. Let's go back. Let's see. It says Revelation 13. I'm gonna just read it on through now. I believe pretty much hit the point. I'm gonna reread verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor. So no matter what condition you in, man, you could be rich with marble floors, a mansion, or a condo, townhome, suite, you know, living downtown, whatever. Or you could be in the streets, you could be in the hood. Claim your zones, claim your block. It don't matter who you are. It says free and bond. Yeah, free out here to be a hooligan or in a prison, penitentiary, boot camp, whatever you are, military. It don't matter. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Yeah, that karama, we already went into it. That procedure that needs to be done for those who are willing to want it. Because for real though, on a serious note, the elect is not going to receive that mark. Just like the Lord can keep birds and certain insects from danger, do you believe that the Lord can keep you from danger and from stuff like this? You got to believe that. You got to pray to him. Verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell. See, that's literal. Okay? Since everybody believed that the white man wrote the book, why the hell would he write this about himself doing something to another nation? Why would he write about his downfall? Why would he write about America being destroyed by nuclear fire, that lake of fire? What do you think that lake of fire is going to come from? You think the Avengers is going to be fighting villains and some fantasy is going to happen? No, that's in the scriptures. You got to say it like that, but people really think this is a game. It says, here's wisdom. Wait, did I finish 17? Let me go back up to 17, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, which is really about to get into. Here is wisdom. Because through his wisdom, he's doing all this to deceive the whole masses. Very, very crafty. Everything about this device is very, very, it takes wisdom. The scriptures even talks about the wisdom of Teman. Talks about he's wiser than Daniel. This old serpent. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Yeah. Okay. And his number is 666. You remember that digital system that I was harping on earlier? Remember there was a certain definition. It says let me see, man. It was something I looked up. Oh, I looked up the word digital. Here it is. And what did it say pertaining to numbers below 10? It says the numerical sense is because numbers under 10 were counted on fingers using numerical digits, especially of computers which run on data, which that's what that C-Help and that AI BS is all about. The AI shit run off data, information. Okay? It says in the form of digits. So we're coming into that digital system. Come on, man. This all connects. You can't make this up. All right? But that's pretty much the point. That's the main point, is that Charagma is being pushed. Don't believe me? Look up Neuralink. We all heard about it. If you haven't, you must be up. I don't know. But hopefully whoever tuned in within this lesson, hopefully this lesson was edifying unto you. I'm going to close up the lesson by giving all honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. In peace, love, and salutations towards your hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing this truth. Until the next lesson, Shalom.